Hi, my name is Jordan, and I am especially excited for this course because I actually really like math. Early math experiences for me were pretty positive, and I don't really have any distinct notions of math anxiety growing up. But I do have a memory from early on. Uh, I remember when my mom first expressed her apprehension about helping me with math when I was younger. And um, it was a reaction that stood out because it was a perceived limitation that I'd not ever heard my mom express before. And it was the first time I understood math anxiety to be a thing. And it still very much is something that stays with her today. Um, but I did see it manifest again in my own children about 6 or 7 years ago. My son Andrew, for instance, by age like 4 or 5, had memorized all the um, multiples of sevens and threes, his math facts, um, completely in part because he loved football, and kind of through that context naturally equated touchdowns and field goals to the number of points. And my husband and I would often praise his concept of math facts, and this would sometimes happen with my older daughter often present. And on one occasion, my older daughter said that she said, "I'm not very good at math. That's Buddy's thing." And we realized in that moment that by trying to uplift my son and build his concept of self, we were praising his ability and not his repeated effort. And inadvertently, this conveyed to my daughter that it was something he was innately good at, or something he innately has, this math skill, and that she just doesn't. And it was a moment that coincided with a book I was reading at the time called Nurture Shock. And it talks about the inverse nature of praise, and concepts align very much with Carol Dweck's assertions about developing a growth mindset. And so my husband and I completely shifted our verbiage about how one achieves the desired outcome, and have stayed steadfast in our language about embracing and even celebrating mistakes. Our older daughter's view of her ability and sense of self-efficacy and self-concept shifted in a short time. And she actually just started junior high in honors math. So we're super proud of her perseverance and kind of positive outlook and attitude about it. The thing that I love about math is its finite nature, and that there are many ways to solve problems, but in the end, there's really one right answer. And I find math very validating that way. The video in our coursework about cognitively guided instruction resonated with me because math on its own can seem very abstract, but when it's given both context and conversation or discourse in the classroom, it becomes this tangible thing that is very relevant to our everyday lives, especially with the K-3 math concepts. The newer approaches uh, to math instruction in some ways are very different than when I went through school. Uh, and I believe they certainly have their merits in how they teach math, and I'm looking forward to learning techniques to effectively teach in these newer ways and help lay a strong foundation for student self-concept and their belief in their ability to develop their math skill. Looking forward to chatting with you all. Thanks.